Wow.
Live from Harbor Station is the Vector Spaceman Show. Now here's your host, Vector Spaceman.
Hello, Space Cadets! Everyone! It's your old pal, the Vector Spaceman. We're back at it again, man. We're coming to you live once more, straight from Harbor Station. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're live and we're jiving. We're doing it right here on the program at the station, broadcasting on all frequencies to our beautiful planet Earth, you guys. Let's just rock on back here. Today is Tuesday, August 6, 2024. Welcome back to the program, Space Cadets. And if you're just tuning in for the first time tonight, hey, welcome aboard. I'm Vector Spaceman, your host of the one, the only, the right here, right now, the Vector Spaceman Show with special host, me, guest star to the Vector Spaceman. We are continuing our playthrough of Floppy Knights tonight, part 3. They gave us some new cards. We're also going to be catching up since our last show, talking about what we missed, weekend plans, and of course, as always, chit-chatting with our space cadets. It's lovely to see folks right off the bat. Hello, Jammy. Yes, that is the Spaceman. Our lovely space sandwich. We got VD and Doggy up in the chat. Except no substitutes, you guys. The one, the only, the Vector Spaceman Show. No raster space boy, no raster Earth boys, or what have you. No siree. Only the real deal here on the program. Now, you guys, it's a grand old show. We're glad to be back. Sorry we missed last week's broadcast, but did you know that if you want to stay up to date with all of our shows so that you never, ever miss a Vector Spaceman program, then be sure to follow Vector Spaceman on Twitter, YouTube, and of course, right here on Twitch. Check it out in the chat. There you go. Lovely. That's what we like to see. It's good to be back, Space Cadets. It's good to see you all. Now, yes, we did have an unplanned lapse in broadcasting last week, but we're back today. We're ready to resume our playthrough of Floppy Knights. We've been digging this game. It's got solid mechanics. It's got an expanding selection of cards. The game continues to open up before us with new challenges to surmount and critters to collect. Isn't that the real deal? No additives included, all natural. Oh, natural, you guys. That's right. Nothing but pure, unadulterated spaceman here on the Vector Spaceman Show. Shade grown, all natural, no preservatives, none of that, you know? Fresh, farm grown, locally sourced Vector Spaceman. Now check this out, you guys. Since our last show, I've also made a personal achievement that I wanted to share with you guys. I finally did it. After almost 5 years, you guys, finally, I returned to the cinema. And Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, is no longer the last movie that I ever saw in theaters. That stain has finally been washed away. I don't have to worry about some tragic accident happening and dying in shame, having that be the last movie that I ever went to see. We're so pleased. We can rest easy now. It's all good. But yeah, Spaceman and friends, we went to see that new Deadpool and Wolverine movie last weekend. It was very silly. We all had a good time. Just an all-around decent film. No real complaints, which is great, because I feel like I'm always complaining about movies and TV shows and stuff. And, you know, generally everything. It's what we do here. But the deal is, I don't know much about Marvel Comics, so I can't really pinpoint anything that seems like it's out of place, you know, any glaring inconsistencies or anything like that in the same way that I can do for something like Star Wars or other series that I actually am familiar with. Still have to see that movie. It's definitely, it's a pretty alright movie, Jammy. Would definitely recommend if you like pretty alright movies. It's got a lot of funny moments. It's got a lot of characters that I recognized from stuff and things. Because that's sort of the Deadpool gimmick, is to sort of be goofy and be wacky and what have you. Yeah, just all around a super fine film. Super fine. I get to go in, I get to just watch it, and not know anything about anyone or anything. Just watch things that are happening. The thrills of the uninformed viewer, you know what I mean? Pretty alright sounds pretty good. I would definitely classify it as a pretty alright, pretty good film. Also got this some plans for this upcoming weekend. So Spaceman's going to be leaving the station to visit some friends in our nation's capital. Our nation's capital. This nation's capital. Space Canada's nation's capital. So we're going to be taking a road trip to visit some fellow cadets, which is always fun. And I know I'm going to spend a lot of time playing some Magic the Gathering, the card game, which is very popular amongst these cadets, as it is amongst so many cadets. So I've been putting together decks in preparation, so I feel like we're in the right headspace for tonight's stream, since we're playing more Floppy Knights, which is itself sort of a card game roguelike dealio. So that'll put us in the right mood, definitely. Are you going to enjoy the new cute little critters deck? Are you talking about in Floppy Knights or in Magic? Because I think both are relevant. But yeah, they just launched a new what do you call it? Expansion. You wouldn't call it an expansion pack, like a series, whatever you call a rotation of cards. Yeah, in Magic, called Bloomborough, which is like all critters and like squirrels and raccoons and rabbits and mice, and I've heard some people describe it as like Redwall with the serial numbers filed off, that sort of thing. It's like we got Redwall at home, which I gotta admit, I have seen the Wizards of the Coast, the Magic the Gathering game do a lot of actual like licensed tie-ins recently. Like they'll release series from Jurassic Park and like Doctor Who and Warhammer and Assassin's Creed and all sorts of weird stuff that you wouldn't expect to be in a Magic the Gathering setting. And they did like some Lord of the Rings cards as well, which I guess fit a little better because it's always been like fantasy based. But they'd be doing like sci-fi stuff and all sorts of wacky tie-ins. And I think I definitely prefer when they just make it their own thing, when they don't do a licensed tie-in. Because not only is that gotta be easier for reprinting cards in the future, but it's just, better when it's not drawing from some other property. I think that's a lot better. I didn't get into playing Magic the Gathering just to, fill up a deck with, Blue from the Velociraptor from the Jurassic World, and Altair, and then all these other characters. It's like, give me that good original Magic stuff. You know what I mean? You're here for the slivers, for the slivers. So with these new decks that have come out, I've always sort of been a fan of green decks and like decks that generate a whole lot of tokens, creature tokens and what have you. So I like the addition of all the new squirrel cards and raccoon cards. I could definitely fit a lot of those in to some decks that I've made before. I can definitely do that. I do have a fellow cadet who does play like a heavy sliver deck. And it's one of the tougher ones to face off against. Now we're talking about Magic stuff. Not everybody's going to understand this, but it's a good conversation. It's not the easiest to face off against, but it is always fun. You say green and tokens, and then my brain goes the elves. See, here's the thing. I don't love elves. That's the other thing. I got into playing Magic, like my first exposure to Magic was like through, I don't know if it was when these cards were being released, but it was through the idea of those Ravnica guilds multicolored guilds and stuff like that, where they were promoting like different names for the different color combinations and stuff like that. And the sort of structured deck I was given to play when I was being taught how to play was like the Selesnya deck. So that's the green and white. And so I've always sort of stayed around those two colors, and then I've tried doing like adding in red or blue here and there, or black sometimes, but usually it's mostly green and white. Like those were my first exposure to it. I sort of liked the way that it played, and so I've sort of gravitated toward that with my own play style. And then yeah, I learned about combinations that let me like generate 6 billion squirrels. I'm like, yeah, that's something I'm always going to put in my deck because it's super fun. But I don't love elves as much, even though they're very useful cards and there's so many of them. I really like creatures. Well, sorry, they're all creatures, but I mean like critters, like beasts, elementals, that sort of thing. I don't usually use what would you call it? Like legendary characters, like named characters. Like I don't like having dudes in the deck. You know what I mean? I like having sort of conceptual spells and what have you, like sending out a bunch of generic beasts and stuff like that. I'm not into like the sort of like named power cards and stuff like that, like the important like dragon cards or like I never use planeswalkers in my decks either, because I feel like that sort of weakens the fiction of the game, as it were. You know what I mean? Because here the idea is that you're supposed to be this planeswalker, this sorcerer of sorts, dueling it out against your buds, and you know, having other actual planeswalkers in your deck. I don't know, that sort of cheapens it, I always felt. Which is sort of the same reason why I never loved the Commander format, even though that's so popular, and I do play it because all the other cadet friends, they play it as well. But the idea that you've got to build your deck around the limitations of your Commander card sort of felt like that cheapens the fiction as well. And you can think about it from the reverse perspective, obviously, which is that you build your deck and then you gotta find a properly colored commander that fits into it. Like, you can think of it that way and then it makes a little more sense, but people don't really approach it that way, do they? They talk about, you know, oh, it's my Bant deck, it's my Zerda deck, it's my Golgari deck, it's my whatever deck, you know what I mean? Like, they treat it like a build, they treat it like a video game, like you might speak about it that way. Anyways, those are my not at all mechanical complaints. Those are just my personal hang-ups. That's the way I think about, like, card games and stuff like that. Like, I really got into the idea of Magic as being like as though it should have room for the player in it. Like, your deck should be a bit expressive of, you know, the person who makes it, that sort of thing. And at the same time, you know, I also grew up in an era of like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that, where, you know, the surrounding fiction of that was, you know, decks have like key, what would you call it, like iconic cards and stuff like that. Like, everybody's got their own unique way of playing, that sort of thing. So I think I was sort of primed to kind of replicate that in any card game that I play as well. Decks have keystone species? Yeah, that's sort of what I'm talking about. Also, hello Rig! Here is my Oops All Zombies deck, which makes zombies free to summon. What's better than free, though? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's hard to argue with free. But Rig brings up a good point. He's talking about, you know, this is my zombie deck. This is my squirrel deck. This is my sliver deck. That sort of thing. Instead of being like, this is my deck. You know, it's me in card form. I think there's something primordial, there's something elemental within that. There's something very I don't know, like very pure in that I like to try to capture. Because, go back to like the Yu-Gi-Oh example. Let's say years and years down the line or something like that, I'm an old Vector Spaceman. I'm teaching the game, to my Vector grand space son, however you want to word it, or whatever. And I'm not going to introduce, oh, here's my blue deck, here's my green deck, here's my red and black deck, that sort of thing. It's going to be, here's your grandpa's deck, and here's the cards that we used to have back in the day, and that sort of thing. And there's sort of a generational aspect that can get, tangled up into it as well. And I started to think more that way once I noticed people around my age with kids that were getting to experience that sort of phenomenon with Pokemon cards. People who still had their old collections, and they were starting to teach the game too, and talk about that collecting experience with their kids who are getting to be around the age where they might get into it, that sort of thing. Gotta love free zombies, you gotta love free zombies. An actual blue-black deck that you had, that's a good combination. The one that I've made for this recent gathering is going to be, or is, a green, white, and black deck. And it's a commander deck, and it uses Tyam, the Luminous Enigma, as the central commander, which has a neat little gimmick where you can bring stuff back from the graveyard for a certain cost. So it incentivizes sort of keeping a lot of low-cost cards in your graveyard and then flipping them back onto the battlefield by converting some tokens and mana in order to mill some cards and get a permanent back onto the battlefield. So it's fun in that regard. It sort of incentivizes keeping a lot of low-cost stuff in your graveyard, but of course it comes with risk because there's so many cards that can like exile your cards instead of putting them into a graveyard, or can like completely exile your entire graveyard. So you gotta stay on your toes, It also used zombie token ramp. There was a time where everything worked out and it turned into Warhammer with 32 zombies on field. Nice. I got a decent little combo with a card called Scurry Oak, which anytime you put a token on it, you can generate a free squirrel. And so I've got so many different ways to load +1/+1 tokens onto this card and generate squirrels upon squirrels upon squirrels, and other cards that when something comes into play, you get to put a token on something, and then that generates more squirrels. So I love the token generation for creatures and stuff like that. That's usually my win condition, is to try and scam some sort of like infinite loop. Get it onto the field, all the pieces that you need, and then just, aha! You've fallen into my trap. That sort of thing. Vector straight up becoming Max Squizzy here? What's Max Squizzy? As I Google frantically. Max Squizzy. Max Squizzy... McSquizzy? McSquizzy. Open Season Wiki. Is this from the film Open Season? The Squirrel Commander from Open Season. There are Squirrel Commander cards, though. I know that much. They just don't fit into the colors that I'm running. But no, to sort of give a more direct answer to the question that you had, Doggy, yes, I'm aware at least of the new Bloomborough stuff that's come out. And if I get the chance while I'm away this weekend, might even be tempted to pick up one of those new decks, because I know it did come, like, the actual launch of these cards is sometime this week. If it wasn't last week already. So I'll definitely be looking into that if there's any in stock, because I feel like that could be fun. Usually I play with like printed out cards. Don't tell nobody, you guys. Don't rat me out to Wizards of the Coast for playing with printed cards. But I do have some real ones as well. And sometimes it's just easier on the effort to buy real cards than it is to spend all the time printing them out and cutting them up and sleeving them out and that sort of thing. And I've definitely got my eye on that green-black squirrel deck. That looks pretty rad. Pretty rad. Alright, you guys, we are... Now that we're done talking about magic, gonna get into some game here. Some Floppy Knights. We're getting floppy, you guys, at night. So to recap, at the end of last stream, they finally let us use some cards that weren't plants, which is great. We're starting to expand the range of cards that we can use, which seem tied to the story zones that we complete. So we finished the volcano zone, so now we get to use monster cards, Monstacado. And now we're on the science fair zone, so we'll see what sort of class of cards get unlocked once that's all finished. And as we progress through the game, of course, we'll be chit-chatting with our lovely, charming, very intelligent space cadets. That's you guys. So feel free to light up that chat. Let us know how things are going. Have you got plans for the weekend yourself? What was the last movie you guys saw in theaters? We're so thrilled that it's no longer Star Wars Episode 9 for us. What's your go-to Magic the Gathering deck if you haven't already shared with us? Lots to discuss, no doubt, or maybe just put Spaceman on while you work, while you chill, while you relax. You can't steal from a corporation, Vector. That is reclamation, especially after WotC doing AI art and products and promos and indulging in layoffs. This is true. Too true, Rig. Big true, Rig. This is why Rig is so wise. So wise. We're just reclaiming, those rules, those cards for the people. For the purple. Alright, you guys, let's share this lovely evening together. Let's put on our gaming hands here. Be real gamers. And let's head on over to the big screen. Here we go. Shoop, 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 shoop. Here we are. Yeah. Lovely soundtrack from the lovely Floppy Knights. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, since we were chit-chatting for so long, we're actually gonna have to run an ad break. We gotta get Mr. Jeff Bezos his money, get his money up. So we gotta take a 30-second ad break, and then we'll be right back to get started. And if you're a space ace or you're super lucky, maybe you won't get stuck up in that ad that's coming. And look, you can see here on the main page, we've got all these monsters around the logo now because they're the latest class of cards that we unlocked. So we're going to get to play with them tonight. Huzzah! All right, 30 seconds. We'll be right back on the Vector Spaceman Show. Don't go nowhere. We'll let that run, we'll take a little drink, we'll stay hydrated, and if you didn't get caught in the ad, you get to chill with us for a few seconds while we wait for everybody else to come back. Don't you feel special? Don't you feel blessed? Don't you feel oh so privileged? On a nice Tuesday evening in August. Summer's almost over. Summertime streams are almost behind us. I will say that we've sort of been lacking. We've sort of been falling off in the summer seasons. On account of it being the summer seasons, I think. We'll have more, how you say, proper schedules in the future. I guarantee it. Alright, it looks like we're back, so let's load up the game. Let's get back to where we were. So, we did the first zone with our plants, we did the second zone, we got monsters, we're into the third zone, the science fair, and once we complete this one, we're gonna get the sort of creatures that we've been fighting against, which I think sort of look like knights or something like that. We'll get a refresher in a second as we jump into this second challenge here. But first, let's take a look at some of the cards we can create. Anything new? Anything we want to add? We're using the monster deck right now. And if I have any criticism of the game, it's that there's really no difference between the decks. You can use any kind of monster in any deck that you want. It's just what your commander is limited to. A commander in a plant deck can only be a plant card. Same thing for monster deck. Commander can only be a monster card, but everything else can be a mix of anything. So I don't know why we're limited to types of decks instead of just saying, you know, you can make as many decks as you want, just name it whatever you want, use whatever commander you want. Because ultimately there's no real difference, it doesn't seem like. Anyways, criticisms aside, actually, can we use... Monster commanders only in the monster deck, okay, but we can't use it as like a... So we can't use plant commanders just as backup cards either, okay. Okay, we're gonna just roll with the basic setup we have here, or you know what, maybe... Let's take a look at some of the new cards we can make. We can't make any new monster cards yet, which is a shame. Hey, Nap, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're well. Ooh, I kind of like this. Cross-pollinate. I do like that. I think we'll add that to the deck. Got a weird question for a Tuesday? No such thing as a weird question on a Tuesday. What you got for us? If I know Nep, it's going to be full of wisdom. We'll put an extra attack action in there too, since we love making attacks. Alright, let's get into this next level here. As Nap carefully words his question. I'm second-guessing myself because it's a disgusting question to ask. No need to worry, we're already getting floppy. At night. Round 2 of the Gadget Cup. Contestants must protect their beacons from oncoming aggressors. As they say, the best offense is good defense. Most def. We've got this. So we're hearing some chants from the contestant Phoebe from our spectators. For our contestant Phoebe from our spectators. That's us. We're Phoebe. We're starting to get some fans in the audience. So let's give them a show. Okay, we're gonna take the monster deck. Load it up. Battle start. So to win this one, what do we gotta do? Defend at least one beacon for 10 turns. So that's a beacon, one presumes, for at least 10 turns. Secondary objective, don't lose any beacons. Okay. Nap's asking, do you ever finish taking a serious dump and just admire your work? No, I don't think I'm much of a voyeur when it comes to that. No. I've known people who will like take photos for posterity, which is a very funny word to use when describing this because it's got the same etymological root as posterior. But no, that ain't me. Maybe it's because I just don't produce anything worthy of spectacle, I guess. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, it's taking it to another level. No, because some people, they're just so proud of what they've done. They want to, you know, like you say, admire the work, but, you know, share it around with other connoisseurs, other aficionados, as it were. I've heard that some European countries, it's more common to, like, be, like, mindful of your dumps and their consistency and what have you, and, like, inspect every once in a while just to make sure everything's healthy, everything's on the regular, that sort of thing. And they have, like, toilets that are designed, like, I was gonna say, catch samples, as it were. Like they're built in a specific shape. Blinks in disbelief. No, I think it might be a thing in like Germany or some other German-adjacent nations. Don't quote me on that entire nation of Germany, but that's what I've heard. That's what I've been told. All right, how are we going to rush these beacons? We got to take this bad boy out. So maybe we drop him here. Ask your Deutsch friends. That's a good idea. Get some second opinions. Why are you an admirer, Neff? Is that what you were trying to get across? You're like, you finished the job and you're like, everybody, come see what I made. Only move in a straight line. How much do we usually move? 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can move 5. But he's got 4 health and 2 armor. And he hits back. Man. He's tough. But if I get 2 attacks in, I might be able to finish him up. He attacks for 2, okay. Yeah, we can definitely do this. And also, I'm going to play Devilish Deal. Draw some extra cards. Alright, we're gonna play Bull Rush. We're gonna get in range. Free attack. Bam. Yeah, hit me back. Makes my attacks even stronger. Bam. That's what we love to see. Now, how close can we get here? This guy attacks for 4. Oof. Okay, those guys aren't going to get in range. Basically, we just gotta hold these 2 bridges, basically, so that they don't get access to either of these beacons. Which, okay, they've got health. I was wondering what that number was. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We could get up in here and hit him with another attack, which is pretty rad. Let's do that. Why not, right? Why not? Bam. Okie dokie. So even when this guy tries to hit us, we're going to be protected. And then next turn, we'll bring in some new cards. Fantastic. Not really, says Nap. I just look at it and I'm like, wow, how did that come out of me? You put in some serious work is what it sounds like. Oh, that's right. Cards can, like, fly over stuff, so this guy's probably going straight for our beacon. Oh we don't want that. The fiber helps. No doubt. Keeps you regular. Okay, so first things first, free attack. Man, he's only got 1 health left. One, two, three, four, five. So we might... Man, we don't even have movement cards. Oh, here we go. We've got transplant, so we can move. So we can go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can do another attack on this guy. Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Zoop. We'll rush over to here. And we'll have a little extra left over to summon another card. Attack an enemy, then add an attack card to your hand. I like the sound of that. I should have used that back here, actually, is what I should have done. Moves 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a range of 2. Which means he can shoot diagonally. Maybe we should just bring out a barrel cactus then. Or... you know, we'll bring out a... Quivercade. Quivercade is the better move here. And then we will destroy Barrel Cactus. We'll play Sunshine. Each time a unit takes damage this turn, gain +1 energy. I think we're gonna have to end it there. Oh, he's moving, he's going for it. A wizard. I think the fellow over here is locked onto us. He's gunning for us. He only moves 3. 1, 2, 3. Uh-huh. So he can't actually reach us, which is grand, which is great. We'll stay right where we are then. Bamboomer would be an excellent unit to sort of post up in here as defense. Here's what we'll do then. We'll move the kid right here. Bull rush him up to here, and then he gets his attack. Bam! That's what we love to see. Good solid attacks. The Troublemaker. That's a good defender. We could actually get both of these. And I can upgrade my Bamboomer for no additional cost. Very cool, Spaceman. Very cool. Alright, that is what we will do then. You go here. And we get to move a unit for free. Could we move him? 1, 2, 3. So we could only get him into the water, which kinda sucks. But we could at least move Bamboomer up a bit, which is a good start. Which is a mighty fine start. Bring in the Troublemaker. Oh yeah, we are gonna win this one, no problem. Alright, now we gotta worry about stuff a little bit. Because we are surrounded here. We could really start messing with these guys, but I worry about this wizard as well. Wizards are no joke. No way, can I actually attack him from here? Oh no, I have to move into range first. Okay, gotcha. He attacks for 4, and that's no joke. We'll let him come to us. We'll let him make the play. Alright, seems like I'm only gonna get... See, here's the problem, is there's no safe space for my guy here. If I try to move over here, I'm wrecked. These guys have a movement speed of 3, so basically what I'm gonna have to do is attack and then scoot over the river. I think we can do that, though. We can definitely do that. So right now my attack is 6, so we can take this guy out no problem. Bam, just like that. You know who I would actually love to give extra attack to is the Bamboomer. We can afford to take 2 damage, no problem. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bull rush over the river. Post up here for a second. Then I'm gonna start moving my little mischief maker here. Try to get him down here somewhere. And then, aha, that's what we'll do. We'll cross-pollinate. Bam! Now I've got the Bamboomer exactly where I want him. Big defense. Probably smoke that bat out of the air next turn. That'll work grand. Motivate? What does motivate do for us? Target friendly unit gains +1 speed and +1 attack, flips back to instigate after use. Okay, gotcha. So we're not going to use that right now. Okay, range-wise, and Boomer can hit either of these guys for 5 whole damage. Whole damage. So we take out the bat then, right? That's the play. Problem is, we gotta move back a bit after we do that. We can do that though. We can spend on a move action. No problem. No problem. And then we'll get this guy over here to help out on the defense. And then maybe get a Spitoonie up in the action? It looks like we're pretty solid here. And we've got Roots back in hand. We are getting every card we need right now. Okay, so the play is destroy a bat. Move slightly out of range of this guy. Sunshine, because why would you not sunshine? Aw, man. Can we still reach 1, 2, 3? Not really. Oh, I shouldn't have moved out of range. I should have waited. Didn't know that would have been an option. I moved too soon. Alright, well that's fine. What's your movement range then? 3, okay. I'm gonna bull rush you into the trees here. Now everybody's nice and hidden. And now... we'll spawn a Spatunia, because why not? Why not? That'll have to be the range. The one complaint that I had about the game, and this sort of continues from last time that we played, was how long the rounds can feel. Alright, now this guy's just asking for some hurt. Let's get big mad here. Just line them up, right? Just keep them coming. Alright, now if he gets in range, can actually hit my guy. But not enough to kill him. So we won't worry about him just yet. Not yet. These fellas, though. Alright, so what do I have to do here? I gotta move back one. But the first thing we're gonna do is make some attacks. Why can't... Oh, because he's within the range. That's right. Okay, so we do have to actually move him first. Move here, that's fine. Attack. And then we're just gonna keep attacking. Clear out this ogre issue. Once and for all. There we go. Let's get Quiver Kid into the action then, yeah? Post him up in the woods? Why not? Spawn another Spatunia? Or do we want to move the one that we have? We can put him in the water. We'll spawn another one, because you never know when you're going to need another one. End the turn. Just like that. Okay. Wizards can float. Alright, my Troublemaker will do how much damage? 4 damage. Probably easiest just to move big guy up in here. Smack him around a bit. Should be good. Quiver Kid can get his free attack off. Bam. That's right. Yeah, looks like we're probably gonna have to do that again. Okay. Now let's move some units into position here. Is there anything else we can do? I'll have this guy take 2 damage, give us another couple. Yeah, there we go. Free cards and extra energy. Let's move another unit. There we go. Love to see it. What does Motivate do? +1 speed, +1 attack. Don't need that. Okay, end turn. We're all done. So you can attack while you're in the water. I wasn't 100% sure about that, but now we know. Good learning opportunity, you know? We gotta defend for 2 more turns. We gotta outlast here. I think we do our attack. We could zip across and do another attack. How many attacks have we got to work with here? Spatunia does 2. Troublemaker does 4. I could sacrifice a Troublemaker. What's your range, Spatunia? 2. So 1, 2, 3. You move 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would get you in range. Mighty in range. Alright, I think that'll be the play. Move up a troublemaker. Get your attack. Bull rush in. Splat, just like that. And that's turn, okay. We had to sacrifice our man for the cause. This is true. But we're on turn 9. Very little that could go wrong at this point. Free attack. Extra attack gives us the strike. That'll be useful because I think we're probably going to have to use a bunch of extra attacks here. Alright, this could work. This could work. Observe our thought process. That's 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack, and then we can bull rush up here, slam a wizard. Get out of here. And then we're still safe from this doober. There's nothing on the board, except this dumb wizard. What are they called? Wizard, yeah. We just gotta survive this last turn. Easy peasy. These wizard dorks, they ain't nothing. Check it. Free attack. How much you move? 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. Get in the way. Block it off. Make an attack. Draw a free card. We don't even need to worry about this guy, but we will. We'll make a free attack, because why not? One, 2, 3. I think that would technically work, so... No, it wouldn't. It goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's how diagonals work. Now we know. Now we've got confirmation. So, we're just going to move our guy out of the way a little bit, just in case. You don't want to lose your commander, because then you lose, and that would suck to have to redo 10 whole turns. We'll just move our little guy out of the way, because... why not try to keep him safe, you know? We don't have to do anything. We just end the turn, survive, and that'll be a victory for us. A victory, if you will. Huzzah! There we go. Big win. Big fat win. With the bonus. Ooh, and we get a new card. Behemoth. Behemoth, if you will, because it's a moth. Do you get it, guys? Do you get it? And we got some bitcoins. Awesome. Flying, armored 1, adds whirlwind, a special attack. I like that it does 3 damage. That's going to be helpful. Round 2 was a lot tougher. No, actually, that first round we spent like 3 different tries on. This was a lot easier. It just took longer. Had no idea the Gadget Cup was so intense. Well, it's because they stretch out these round limits for so long. Getting nervous yet? You're playing with the big dogs now. Alex, why are you 8 years old with an eye patch? Snarlton and I could do this in our sleep. Yeah, we'll see who makes it to the finals. It's not about the journey, it's about the destination. That's right, the real science fair was the friends we made along the way. That's what they say. The destination is me on the winner's podium holding up my Gadget Cup trophy. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Try not to choke. Ah, this kid sucks. Round 3. Let's take it to the limit. Defeat all enemies. Hey, we can do that. Don't lose any units? We'll see. First of all, can we make any new cards? Yes. I was thinking I would love to have another Quiver Kid. +2 damage. Oh, absolutely we need a big bonk. What's this? Gains armor, and it boosts, absolutely. Add 1 charge to your hand for each unit. Move a unit for 0 energy cost. Love that, thank you. Psych up. Unit takes 2 self-damage and I gain an energy. I don't know, but I will craft another Quiver Kid because I'd like to add that to the deck. Let's go work on this deck here. First of all, give me the Behemoth. Then give me another Quiver Kid. Give me the Big Bonk. We really need the charge. So I'm thinking we're gonna lose the Spitunias. We're gonna add Stacked. I don't know if we're gonna add Rally. Regrow. Barrel Cactus is so slow. I don't know if we want to add that one. I would love to have some more move units. Cross-pollinate, we'll remove that because we have so many extra move units now. Moving a unit to your hand is useful. It saved our butt a couple of times in the past. Let's add 1 Succulent Kicker. Take out the Barrel Cactus. You know what, 2 Succulent Kickers, get rid of the Barrel Cactus. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. We gotta do massive damage this time. It says we gotta defeat all enemies, so let's do that. Those Succulent Kickers give you the bonus cards that are super useful, so that's why I'm thinking we want those this time. Time for round 3. The last round before the finals. The semi-finals, if you will. You might even say. The stakes and the difficulty are higher than ever before. Only the best inventions are getting out of this round in one piece. Blah. Let's go win that trophy, you guys. We're doing monsters. To win this battle, defeat all the enemies. This deployment zone seems strange. It has a symbol on it. I wonder what that means. Let's use it and find out. Well, it's the only one we have, so I guess we gotta use it. Let's get Big Mad. The deployment zone has disappeared. Is it gonna come back? It can only be used one time. I wonder what happens if we hit that button. Maybe we'll get another... Oh, I see. Look down here. Our regular deployment zone. So our commander is separated. That button's obviously got to be for this bridge here then. Okay. Oof, man. Behemoth's only got a little bit of health. Takes 2 damage. Right now, how much damage are we doing? Ah, just 1, man. Destroy any card in hand. I may have to do that. And then draw 2 cards. Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna attack, so now our attack is 4. If we can bump that up by 2 more, we'll be golden. I'm going to destroy one of these. Well, maybe I don't destroy one. Oh, shoot, I already did it. Okay, we got 2 attack cards, though, so that's going to be everything we need. Alright, we're going to bamboom it. Big attacks. Bull rush. And spend the last one on a final attack to take care of that pesky old wizard. So I can't even get out of here, can I? I'm sort of walled in. Shucks. Alright. It'll be a challenge. I guess that's why it's the semifinals. Oh, but we got flying units, that's right. I'm getting ganged up on. This is targeted harassment. Okay, but we can quiver kit it. Like so. Wasted. Okay, can't quite get in range. We can move up here. How much damage are these guys going to do? 1 and 2, so that's actually perfect. Because the more health I don't have, the better we do here. You get up here. That's probably what we're gonna have to do. Move up here, bull rush it, free attack, or no, we'll do damage to self first, then free attack, and then we'll still be able to survive attacks from these 2. Could finish off another one of these guys. Because I'm doing 6 damage right now. So, like, move. Bam, just like that. And then, oh, you know what? Hop. Move a unit for 0 energy cost. I could clear that whole area out. Why don't we do that? Why don't we just do that? Bring in a succulent. Do a little hop, open up that bridge at the same time. Strike for free. Bam. Easy peasy, we're clearing them out. We're We're gonna get this done in record time. Well, there goes my succulent. He was a perfect distraction. So we can just let them come to us, basically, at this point. Sneak in a troublemaker, just like that. Move the Bamboomer up. He does massive damage. Motivate does what? +1 speed, +1 attack. Yeah, we could do that and waste that that bat. We can get back into position, sort of strike everything that comes out of there. Oh shoot! But that doesn't give us a movement. Oh, but we can move with Bull Rush. That didn't quite do what I wanted it to do, but in the end, it worked out. And turn, okay. So the problem is I've got to get units up in here, because that's where stuff's spawning from. So we got to clear this out first, huh? Mm-hmm. Waste that one. Free attack. That'll do it. And then I guess we gotta pop out some more dudes here. Bring in a succulent. Move 3. 1, 2, 3. Not good enough. He'll get a little closer, but it'll still be a couple turns before we can get up here, I guess. Problem is the units are just so slow, and these boards are so big. I guess that's why I really liked Into the Breach, because everything was on an 8x8 grid, and it never really felt claustrophobic or anything like that. It felt like a really good size. This guy's gonna do how much damage? 4 damage? Alright, we can move him into position at least. He might be a distraction. Here comes the bat. There's another bat. Really? We've got hardly any movement cards. Well, if we can only get one into position, then we gotta use this guy. We should be able to take him out. 1, 2, and because we had so many attack cards, 3. There we go. I'm gonna armor up our big doober. We're gonna play it again. Triple stack, that's what I want to play. Each time a unit takes damage this turn, I wonder if that includes enemy units. Because it says here, pain and gain. Each time a unit takes damage, gain +1 energy and draw 1 card. Next time we get that, I gotta check if that's just our units or enemy units too. Because if we can get cards and energy just for hitting dudes, then absolutely we want to be playing that more often. time to get our units up in here, so we can finally finish this fight. Now we got some movement cards to play with. Bull rush up here. Bottomless pit, oh boy. We're gonna bring in another succulent so that we get a free movement action. I want to get the bamboomer up into range, but he's so slow. You see that? That might come at us. We'll see what happens there. Can't play this on other cards, or other units, enemy units. Draw 2 cards would be very useful. So why don't we waste a succulent, because I'm really not going to get him into range. And I guess that's why we don't do that, because then we get waste cards. I forgot about that mechanic. Maybe we can tempt these guys closer. There we go. There's our flying unit. It's just too spread out. That's the problem. In whirlwind area attack. Attack all adjacent enemies. Okay, nice, I like that. But even though we can fly over walls, these areas have been blocked off just because the game says you can't go there. Which is weak. Weak, man. Okay, how many attacks can we get in here? Got a lot of movement. Move and restore. You're gonna move 3. 1, 2, 3. We might be able to take this guy out. We get 1 attack, 2 attack, and then the 3rd attack. I think it's worth going for it. Actually, we're not going to use that on him. We might use that on Bamboo. We can get into range. Free attack. Oh no! We already used the free attack. Not to worry. We can at least get him down a little bit. And then we'll move him back. There we go. He's taken the bait. Okay, we go for move, attack. Move again. Attack again. I think that's all we can do with him, so bull rush into the water. And that's about it. Oh no! Here's what we can do. We can regrow the succulent, play the succulent, get a free movement card. Continue on our merry way. We gotta use the whole buffalo here. Hey, Revenant Novark, how are you doing? I hope you're having a fine Tuesday evening. We're playing ourselves some more Floppy Knights tonight. We're getting floppy. At night, as it were. Look at this, we're turn 9 on this absolutely frightful challenge. Our stuff is spread out so far, and they only move like 2 or 3 squares at a time. It's taken so long to get these missions done. It's maddening. Alright, how much can we move here? Might be able to get everything done this turn. Let's see. We move. We move again. We get the free attack in. Pay for another attack. Oh, that's right, he hits back. We move a final time, and we do a final attack. There we go. Victory! Victory! Once again. That mission only took forever. Oh, we lost units because I wasted one of our own units in order to get an extra move action. That was not wise, Spaceman. That was not wise. I forgot about that bonus objective. But we're not redoing that level tonight, that's for sure. We got this boomerang chucker. Armored 2, pull attacks. It only does 2 damage, though. We probably won't add that to the deck. That's right, we've completed round 3, and would you look at that? It appears like the 3rd challenge was too daunting for some of our fan favorites. Ha, these losers. Barry's hydraulic hose horses and Jane's daunting little flipper robot have been defeated. Ain't nothing, though. Ain't nothing that our robot arm can't handle. And our floppy disks. Sad I missed Nep's conversation. It was a wizened and informative, cultured conversation, as it were. Spanning all manner of topics. But really just one in particular. Don't worry though, you can always catch it on the replay over on the YouTube channel. You guys know that you can find the show after the show when we post the show, don't you know? We're left with just 3 inventors going into the finals. Stick with us, it's going to be an exciting one. This is going to be a 3-way fight in the final mission. Destroy the opponent's beacons. Opponents with an apostrophe, which means multiple opponents. So that's probably exactly what that means. Let's see, can we make any cool new cards? Psych up. No, we saw that one already. That's actually very useful, crop rotation. I might be inclined to take that one. It's expensive, but it would actually be very useful. Very, very useful. We have crop rotation, and let's take out... Oh shoot, not the plant stack. No. What could we take out here? Nothing, really. I think it's perfect. Alright, we're on to the last mission of this zone. Don't lose any units is our bonus objective. Try to remember that this time, Spaceman. And now, the final round of the Gadget Cup Tournament. Our finalists are Alex, with her genetically enhanced battle slimes. This dork. Rowan with her hive mind robotic turrets. This geek. And Phoebe with her Floppy Knights. We are ready to cinch this one. My hard drives are partitioned and I'm ready to rock and roll. Finalists will fight in a battle royale, trying to attack the other opponent's beacons while simultaneously protecting their own. So it is a three-way. Wish them luck in this final battle. On your marks, get set. Let's do this. We're taking monsters. We got slimes, we got bots, we got all sorts of enemies. Destroy Rowan's beacon, and destroy Alex's beacon. And make sure they don't destroy your beacon. We gotta hustle then, we gotta move quickly. Alright, let's spawn it. How will this round turn out for our intrepid spaceman? Stay tuned, you guys, because we gotta run another ad. We'll be back in 30 whole seconds. Don't miss this turgid final competition when we return on the Vector Spaceman Show. Now, as for the rest of you, let's take this opportunity to take a drink. Ah, that's good liquid. That's good hydration. Sipping on nothing but the finest space drink. So what can we do with the cards we got here? We can bull rush into position, get one attack off, and take some extra damage. That'll be useful. Looks like we're back. Okay, I think we've got the play here. We're gonna rush. We're gonna get angry. And we are going to attack. Oh, little does he know, that's just gonna help us next round. And actually, let's go here so that we can probably get attacked by both these guys, which will boost us even more. And put us in a better position to do a double attack. Okay, next turn. Man, this is weak. Weak, I'm telling you. Oh, they have to fight enemies too. Okay, I didn't even consider that. Bats! Get off of my beacon, man! Okay, so free attack. Press the attack. Attack an enemy, then add an attack card to your hand. Let's do that. Because it costs what? Doesn't say. It doesn't say. But we could probably... That didn't really help, so we'll hold on to that one. We'll just use the regular attack. We will summon the Bamboomer, who will give us roots. Which will let us go here. Which, oh, we don't have enough for Bull Rush. Shoot, shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have brought out that Quiver Kit. Livin' and learnin'. On to the next round. I actually wonder if these guys can, like, lose their units. Gotta get that bat off my beacon. Okay, first things first. On the button. Bull rush up to here. Take him out. Then we gotta step on it. There we go. Return a unit to my hand. How much do Bamboomers cost to cast? I feel like it's 2. So that would not actually be very helpful. Unless we do this. We're gonna bring him back to hand. And start moving this guy. And hopefully we'll respawn the Bamboomer next turn. Look at these slimes in action. He's not even approaching. This ogre. Alright, we're gonna do how much damage? 8. Okay, so we can bull rush in. Spawn a kicker. Gives us an extra attack. Try to bait this guy off my beacon. Draw an extra card. Ooh, move and restore, don't mind if I do. And that'll be the turn. That will be the turn. They're just bots on bots on bots. Look at them go. Aha, he took the bait. So first thing we can do is flatten one of them. These guys look like they have ranged attacks, so I feel like we should take out Alex's beacon first. We could get a troublemaker up in here, that would be useful. Having to press the attack would also be useful, because then we can make some attacks. And now we've got just enough, I think, to finish this one off. Haha! Get got, loser. Destroy any card. Rid of instigate. Yeah, give us another move action. Exactly what I wanted. We are really, really relying on just our big mad guy. Our commander for all this. Everybody else is sort of just spawning to give me their bonus abilities. Alright, give me lots of move actions. Ooh, move one extra unit for... Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, though. Okay, problem. These guys do 3 damage. I cannot tank 3 damage. So I can't get anywhere near that right now. Gotta move out of range of that. We are safe here, though, so let's move over here. Let's start getting some other dudes into position. Yeah. How much damage do these slimes do? 3? Don't love that. Oh, but I got a couple points of shielding, though, so that should be fine. We'll just move him up to here. And then we're gonna move you up 1 just in case we want to bull rush next turn. Because if we get a nice attack card, then we'll be able to finish this next round. Let's see it. Draw me the cards I need. Heart of the cards. Let's go. Not losing a single unit. Come on. Just need 1 extra attack card. And we have 1. There we go. Okay. So free attack, bonus attack, win, big win. Spaceman, you've done it again. By Jove, Spaceman, you've still got it. Ooh, what is this? Jessica, a new commander card. Armored 4, 3 attack, cycle tactical advantage. We'll have to investigate that card, see what it's all about. Alright, we are victorious. I'm gonna take a screenshot, some screenshots. I worked all night to fix these, they were perfect. Nah, they were stupid dumb slimes, and that's why you lost, loser. Haha, big loser. How's it feel to be beaten by the real deal? I won't rest till I've proven that I'm better than you. Alright, so we got some rival action, which is probably why we got like 8 more zones in this game. We got work to do. That'll keep her angry for a while. Rowan, those Floppy Knights are so amazing. How did you come up with something so astounding? I want to know how they work. I need more Floppy Knights in my life. Basically, I sequenced elemental magic into code. It allows Carlton here to make digital projections and then make them tangible through compiling together elemental magic to create their forms. You know, simple stuff, obviously, straightforward. Not mumbo-jumbo at all. Take the succulent kicker, for instance. He's mostly water and earth magic sequenced together. Takes some figuring out to get the balance right when I'm designing each knight, but they function pretty efficiently. Well, I'm sold. You sound like such a nerd. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. It's not nerdy. It's cool. It's super cool. Alright. Bunch of fangirling. If you ever find yourself in your Steel Shore Coast, come and see me. I'd love to pick your brain about your little inventions. See you around, kid. It's like the epicenter of technological development. I can't believe she invited me. Is that going to be one of the future zones? Phoebe, not only did you save our event from volcanic doom, but you've just won the Gadget Cup. It's time to claim your trophy. Oh, here we go. Show me this trophy. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Taking screenshots to make thumbnails. We really did it. Game over. Good job. I couldn't have done it without you. What should we do now? We got the cash. Let's go spend it. Episode completed. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or hold on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zones. We got new challenges. I want to see that new commander card that we got. Jessica. So tactical advance is move a unit plus 2 armor if the unit has 0 armor. Okay. So it's just a big tough fighter. What's its signature? So the signature moves are still the same. I think Bull Rush is way more useful though. Oh, I see. So we get extra armor every turn, basically. Okay. Well, that could be useful, but I feel like that bonus movement, that beeline toward the combat, is so critical to how we've been doing things now. Look, we got new cards though. Whirlwinds, we got headbutts, attack an enemy, plus 3 damage, unit takes 3 self-damage. Well, that could be useful. I'm gonna take one of those, thank you. Second Wind, return a unit to your hand and draw 1 card. That's like even better than the other one that we've been using. Add 1 strike to your hand for each unit. I like that. What do you mean? I can't afford it. We haven't actually run out of bitcoins yet, or whatever those dollary dues are. Floppy dollars. Well, shucks. I guess we're just gonna have to complete more challenges. Let me add... Oh, we had a free one. Okay. Oh no, I was thinking of the volley fire. Never mind. But this one I do want to add. That makes our deck completely filled up. Let's see. What can we remove? We have never used a behemoth. I feel like we're not likely to either. Our mini dudes are just sort of... Maybe we will get to use a behemoth, who knows. Let's keep the deck as is for now. And before we call it quits for the evening, as we so often do, let's check out the first challenge of the next zone, the Whittle Woods. Fog of War. Defeat all enemies, win in 8 turns or less. I love doing stuff in 8 turns or less because it makes for better pacing. What are we doing in the woods? We taking a vacation after our stunning victory? Let's find out. Mushroom Peoples. Oh, you know what though? We didn't get a new deck. Or a new class of unlockable monsters after that last zone. What was that about, man? I thought we were going to get one after each area, like we'd get those ogres and knights and stuff. I think my sight must be malfunctioning. I can't see anything. The place is super foggy. It's been months since we won the gadget. Months? Okay, so we got a time skip going here. We're into Season 2. We're in the Floppy Knights Shippuden arc. I thought we would not need to work anymore after we received the cash prize. But we spent most of it. Isn't that always the case? Moving out's expensive. We didn't even purchase a house. But I need a new desk, a fridge, chairs, a chaise lounge, an inversion table, you know, all the basics. We bought all the furniture and then ran out of money for the house. We just gotta do a couple more jobs and then we're back on top. Easy peasy. As these things go, you know? Oh, we've got mysterious voices in the woods. Howdy. Ah, another weirdo elf. Didn't mean to scare you. Kinda hard not to sneak up on someone with all this fog. Name's Doug. I live in a settlement near this forest. Classic Doug. I dig Doug, you guys. I posted the job that you accepted. What's the sitch? You're looking at it. The fog appeared out of nowhere a couple weeks back, and it has consumed the entire forest. What's worse is that there seem to be a bunch of hooligans running around it. We can't see anything, but people have been harassed, chased, and even had their wallets stolen. No good hooliganism, my guys. So, you just need us to get to the bottom of it, huh? Okay, so we gotta fight stuff in the fog. Don't get lost though, it's easy to get turned around. If you see my wallet on the way, pick it up. My library card's in there, very important. Don't want to lose it, they'll give you a fine. A replacement fee. Alright, let's send monsters into the fog so we can see stuff around these lights. But I guess we gotta find what's in the fog. Which means we gotta find all the enemies first. The Floppy Knights will be able to see a little ways around themselves. All we must do is make sure to watch out for those hidden baddies. Alright, we're gonna charge straight in. Check out that tree. It seems like the combination of fog and forest lead to extreme conditions. It's like you become invisible when you walk into one. There might be secret enemies hiding in trees. Maybe we can use them to hide from enemies too. Sensible thoughts. What if instead we just charged ahead recklessly? And what if we just made attack after attack? And then spawned additional dubers. Haha, these fools! They don't even know that they're powering us up. Bam! Can we reach him from there? We sure can. Bam! Get shot. And then we'll do it again, because why not? Ho-ho! Nice and hidden. Alright, so everything's kind of blocked off, so there's really only one way through here, is what it seems like. So I guess we're good. Let's summon a kicker, just to give us an extra move action. And that'll be it. See if we draw anything out here. I guess not. Bull rush? Hey, a hidden ghost. A sneaky ghost. That's big bonk. Bam. Oh. This might not be good. How much damage does it do? Just 2? Just 2. Not even a problem. Let's spend some money. Alright, that'll be good. That'll be good. We're hidden. They don't know we're here. It's fine. Move. Get our free attack in. Unfortunately, well, you know what? Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll draw a... Nope, we didn't. Okay. But we can get the Bamboomer into play at least. a little bit. Bam! We can shoot through corners like that. Okay. Hopefully there's just that spider left, because if so, you know what? There could be stuff hiding down here. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. No, I guess not. Okay. Let's try to finish the job then. Was that it? That was it. Okay. Easier than I thought. And I think we're gonna get the bonus objective for that. Yeah, we did. 5 whole dollary dues. Overrun. Move a unit. If that unit is attacked this turn, move 2 extra tiles. I like that. That's actually very useful. Does that seem weird about those hooligans we just fought? Besides one of them being a human-sized spider with 6 knives? What, that's not normal? Suddenly that's weird? Suddenly it's weird to be a human-sized spider with 6 knives? That's discriminatory is what it is. It's hard to see them very clear with all this. Yeah, we get how the fog works. Doesn't that seem weird to you? I've seen weirder. I have constant access to the internet, remember? That's a fair point. Fair point. This game's pretty judgmental. Yeah, for a game about summoning magical critters off of floppy disks. Also, what is this expression on Carlton right now? Look at that face. Let's keep going, but I think we better keep our guards up. We gotta stay on our toes as we wander through this. Oh, I got a Chivo. Complete a level with a deck of 30 cards. Nice. As we wander through this mystical, magical forest. Let me check that deck. I really want to add this overrun card, but we're going to have to lose something here. I think we're going to lose a succulent kicker. I'm probably going to lose a quiver kid too, honestly. Because I only ever use them for utility. Let's add the headbutt as well. That could be very useful. Very, very useful. Can we make any new cards? Still don't have enough for one of these. Shame. Well, we're into a new zone, new challenges, new creatures. Ultraviolet Combat has just come in with some raiders. Hello, friends of the show. Welcome to the Vector Spaceman Show. I'm your host, Vector Spaceman, the one and only, your host of the Vector Spaceman Show, where you find yourself currently here live from Harbor Station. We were just playing ourselves a little, how you say, Floppy Knights. A fun little tactical, strategic, card-based, roguelike type deck building diddly-do, if you like that sort of thing. Pretty fun, pretty good. How are you doing tonight? What were you guys up to? Let's do a little shout out here for Ultraviolet Combat. We love to give shout outs to our space cadets, friends of the show. Floppy like the discs? Yes, indeed, actually. Check it out. So, we've got a little floppy disk drive loaded in our robotic arm here. And it's what allows us to project little digital critters, and it's a cool little concept, and I like it because it's kind of retro. We're streaming some Megaton Musashi W. Fun, very fun. I hope you did well. I hope you did your best. I hope you were winning. Is this the same developer as Dicey Dungeons? Looks similar? It could be. It could be. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm willing to entertain the thought. Definitely could be. In fact, we're enterprising spacemen of the 21st century and beyond. Why don't we just look it up? Dicey Dungeons. Does look very similar. You're absolutely right. Designed by Irish game developer Terry Kavanagh. What about Floppy Knights? We're getting floppy, you guys, at night. Floppy Knights is developed by Rose City Games. I don't know if that's the same people's. Doesn't look like it. It just looks very similar, is what it seems like. But it's definitely got that same roguelike element to it, which I like. I've been enjoying these kinds of games lately. Games like Into the Breach, games like Balatro, games like... well, like Floppy Knights. Games like FTL. Games like all sorts of fun stuff. That's sort of round-based and ever-changing. It's nice, it's fun, it's exciting. Now you've caught us at an interesting time because we just finished our challenges for the evening. We're about to go do a raid of our own. So we're going to be passing you off for some more interesting friends of the show. I hope you guys will keep the same positive attitude that you came in here with. If you're not familiar with the Vector Spaceman show and its titular host, the Vector Spaceman, that's me, definitely check out our YouTube page. What we do around here mostly, we do games, we do music, we do specials, full-length animated specials, stuff that can go for like 20, 30 minutes. We get other, what do you call them, VTubers, I tend to say, virtual streamers, if you will, involved with that sort of thing. We do group projects. It's very, very cool. Definitely recommend you guys check it out. And we're gonna be sending you off to see another friend of the show tonight. I'm just gonna check over on the Twitch before we close out the show. See if peoples are still streaming. We're gonna go say hello to friend of the show, Corey Ojo, tonight, who has just gotten back from a little bit of a break and has got big, fresh announcements tonight, so I'm interested to see what's up, what's going on. We're gonna go raid a special stream, so everybody be on your best behavior, say nice things, do your best, be polite, be on your best space cadet behavior, as it were. Let me set that raid up real quick. Thanks again, Ultraviolet Combat, for bringing in yourself and your friends. Let's search. Here we go. Alright, I think everything is set up and ready to rock. So, Space Cadets, as always, I want to thank each and every one of you who tuned in tonight, wherever and whenever you are. Now you can join us again, same time, same place, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, next week, right here at Harbor Station. We'll catch you on the other side, Space Cadets. Until then, of course, no matter what life throws your way, good luck and Godspeed. This is Vector Spaceman, signing off. Take care, everybody. We'll see you again real soon. And stick around for that raid, because we're going to be sending you off for some more great content for your evening. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a great evening. We'll see you all again next week. So long.